Good evening. The time is now 6:01 p.m. and we'll go ahead and call this meeting to order. Ms. Perry, can you please call the roll?
Mayor Steph Dalton.
Here.
Vice Mayor Holly Berry. Here. Mr. Jamie Fairbanks Harvey.
Here.
Mr. Terry Holmes.
Here.
Mr. Hayes Wilkinson. Absent.
Thank you. For today's invocation, please join me in a moment of silence to reverently collect our thoughts, pray, and ready ourselves for this meeting and the duties to which we have been called. Thank you. Now, Mr. Brown, will you please lead us in the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Now, my mayor's report. Welcome, everyone. I want to thank the small but mighty group of volunteers who came out for our rescheduled MLK Day of Service on February 8th, working with Green Steps. We helped remove over 40 bags of trash from throughout Red Bank, so much appreciated. And hopefully our stormwater team appreciates that too, reduces their load a little bit. Clever Ale House has a roundup campaign coming up to support Respring Appalachia on February 28th. Respring Appalachia provides free instruments to folks who lose theirs due to natural disasters. The volunteer sports card shop business is now open here in Red Bank. My family visited on opening day, talked with Caleb and Josh, the owners, and bought several Pokemon cards. They have a wide variety of sports cards, Pokemon, Marvel, wrestling cards, and other sports memorabilia, so please be sure to check out this new business. Tennessee Tree Day is getting close. It's March 21st. You reserve your trees by March 1st at tectn.org/Tennessee Tree Day. There is this year a pickup location here in Red Bank at 1937 Dayton Boulevard. It is a local mortgage broker across the street from the Citgo gas station in South Red Bank. On Thursday, March the 5th, there will be a town hall with the Hamilton County Commissioners from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the IBEW Hall, 3922 Volunteer Drive, hosted by Caleb and other local civic organizations. If you want to give feedback, ask questions, hear about what they're going to be talking about in the upcoming budget cycle, be sure to attend. Also, this year is an election year, so definitely, attend if you want to stay plugged into what's going on and where those candidates stand. Our first round of Red Bank matching tax relief checks will be going out soon, so just keep an eye out for those. Happy Lunar New Year. It's the year of the Fire Horse to all those who celebrate, and Ramadan starts tonight. I'd like to wish all of our Muslim neighbors peace and reflection during this sacred month. And lastly, I don't have a date yet, but just a little update on the new school that's going to potentially be happening in the future, which would include the potential closure of Alpine Crest and Rivermont Elementary. The YMCA board has still not signed off on the combined plan, and that has to happen before any next steps can happen. So the date is likely to be out further than what we were originally told. But our school board member, Ben Connor, is working on setting up a community meeting to give an update around this. So just stay tuned for that. I'll be updating that as soon as I have that information. And that's it for me. Next, we have a report from Vice Mayor Berry.
Hello, everyone. I want to wish everyone a happy Mardi Gras today, in addition to the many other holidays that Mayor mentioned. I wanted to give a shout out to Oliver Gill of Scout Troop 58 for his ongoing Eagle Scout project, which is Red Bank's first community parade. Located at Red Bank United Methodist at the entrance nearest the pickleball courts facing Reading Road, a community fridge is a publicly accessible, anonymous, 24/7 accessible fridge and pantry for neighbors by neighbors. It's a fantastic way to help out the most vulnerable in our community with food security as well as reducing food waste. For example, before leaving on a trip, you can donate all the fresh produce in your fridge and any unexpired items that might expire before you get back from your trip, rather than having to throw them away or deal with them when you get back. Unopened and unexpired food, personal hygiene, and cleaning items of all kinds are welcome, as well as commercially prepared food. For food safety reasons, expired items, open items, raw meat, and home-cooked items cannot be accepted. Of course, you can always throw an extra item or two in your cart during your regular grocery trips, check out manager specials for good deals, donate excess produce from your garden. While the newly installed fridge is currently out of order, and hopefully it'll be back in order in a few days, so refrigerated items can be donated again. For now, shelf-stable and hygiene items are still welcome. I've stopped by the fridge several times in the past week and have been so impressed already with our neighbors, with this just getting started, how many donations have been made, and also struck by how quickly those donations are being utilized by our neighbors. So the need is great. If you have items to spare, please consider bringing them by and donating them at any time of day or night. And finally, the next Red Bank Community Food Pantry is this Thursday, February 19th from 4:30 to 6 p.m. at Red Bank United Methodist. Thank you.
Thank you, Vice Mayor. Next, we have a report from Commissioner Fairbanks Harvey.
Yes, thank you for being here and participating in our meeting. Red Bank Lions Club is planning their annual yard sale on Saturday, February 28th from 8 to 2 on site at the building on Lake Boulevard. Shop for your treasures there. A new business, Top Gear Athletics, has opened its doors in Lake Boulevard, just on the other side of Newberry. Akeem Anthony and his wife Bella will host an open house March 2nd to the 7th. Their slogan is Gear Up to Play, and you can contact them at www.topgearathletics.com. On Sunday, February 8th, during the day of service, Kevin Bannis and I collected 2 bags, heavy, large bags, on the Cahill Road for day of service. Thank you, Kevin. Red Bank High School will host the basketball regional tournament March 2nd through the 7th. Good luck to our Lions and Lady Lions. And plan to meet me at the next Listen and Learn, Monday, March 16th from 6 to 7 p.m. at Mr. Burrito. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. And next, we have a report from Commissioner Holmes.
Good evening. Thanks for coming and thanks for watching online. As the weather warms, please take a walk and visit local businesses. 2 that I go to frequently is Supercuts in the Food City parking plaza there, and the Dollar General, the one on this end of town. Highlighting the ladies, they're nice. The service is prompt and timely. You can check in ahead of time so that when you go in, you have a chair. Also, Dollar General has the last minute quick in and out items that I need. And there's a place that my daughter can practice her driving. She's 15 and she's learning to drive. So she can drive to the Dollar General and back at this point. Also, remember, it is Black History Month. Please research, read, and share knowledge that you find out about how Blacks and Africans contribute to the globe and to the country. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. And no report from Commissioner Wilkinson tonight, since he is out of town at work. Next, we have our city manager's report. Mr. Brandon.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, Commissioners. The condition of our elected judge, Johnny Houston, remains largely unchanged. Interim Judge Brian Haas continues to serve, and the court's work continues without interruption. As I've noted recently, the city manager's responsibilities inherently include intergovernmental coordination. To that end, I have discussed the need to make improvements to the State Route 8 tunnel, which connects Red Bank to Chattanooga's North Shore, with State Senator Todd Gardenhire, then the director of the Chattanooga-Hamilton County MPO, Melissa Taylor. Last week, I also discussed this issue with the Hill City Neighborhood Association President Mary Westbrook and the Chattanooga Councilor Jenny Hill. I encourage everyone to use your contacts to further the awareness of this need and advance the conversation on this key piece of state infrastructure that serves regional needs, but particularly Red Bank and North Shore bike, pedestrian, and vehicle users of the tunnel. Please note, the upcoming Red Bank Commission retreat is set for Tuesday, 24 February, 9 to 4:30 at Fire Station 2, located at 4901 Dayton Boulevard. Public is welcome. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Brandon. Now we'll have a temporary adjournment of our regular meeting and call our beer board meeting to order. Ms. Perrin, can you please call the roll?
Mayor Stephanie Dalton.
Here.
Mayor Vice Mayor Holly Berry.
Here.
Commissioner Jamie Fairbanks Harvey.
Here.
Commissioner Terry Holmes.
Here.
Commissioner Hazel Sid is absent.
Thank you. Our first item of business, item A, Jeff Schwenke, doing business as Clever Ale House LLC, has made an application for a special event beer permit to vend beer at the city-sponsored Food Truck Fridays, April through June 2026, all located at Red Bank City Park at 3817 Reading Road. Mr. Gravy.
Thank you, Mayor, and good evening, Commission. First, I want to say a big thank you to our City Attorney, Arnold Stoltz, for working on making a slight change to the ordinance, I believe, last year, for making it easier for our local businesses and partnerships that vend beer at our events, making it easier for them to do one application for the year instead of multiple applications for every time. So tonight you'll be seeing two of our different partnerships, one with Jeff from Clever Ale House, who will be vending beer at our Food Truck Fridays and Food Truck Saturdays, and then also from the Chattanooga Breakfast Rotary Club. So first, I'd like to welcome up Jeff from Clever Ale House. A big thank you to the partnership for you guys coming out and vending beer at our Food Truck Fridays. It has been wildly popular for the petitioners and parents to be able to have a beer or two while they listen to music and enjoy community engagement. So, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for partnering with us again. You read the alcohol ordinances, agree and understand everything, agree to abide by all of the regulations?
Yes.
Excellent. Thank you. Any comments or questions?
You still gonna have ice cream too?
I think so, yeah.
Something for all ages.
Exactly.
All right. Okay. Do I have a motion to approve? I'll move. A motion from Vice Mayor Berry. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
A second from Commissioner Holmes. Any further discussion? Any comments by the residents present? If there are no more comments, we'll call the vote. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. Thanks.
Item B, David DeStefano, treasurer for the Rotary Breakfast Club of Chattanooga, has applied to vend beer at the city-sponsored Jubilee in May and Christmas Festival in December, located at the Red Bank City Park in 2026.
Excellent. Again, a big thank you to the Chattanooga Breakfast Rotary Club, as they have been doing this for us for both the Christmas Parade Festival and the Jubilee for the past 4 years. Is that correct? At least. I've been members in partnership with that. And so we gladly extend this partnership again for calendar year 20, or fiscal year 26 and 27. So, David.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here, Mr. DeStefano. You read our alcohol ordinances and agreed to abide by
Yes,
all
ma'am.
regulations. Thank you very much. Any questions or comments for Mr. DeStefano at this time? Okay. Do I have a motion to approve? No. Motion from Vice Mayor Berry. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second from Commissioner Fairbanks Harvey. Any discussion? Any comments from the residents present?
We pray for better weather.
If no comments, we'll go ahead and call the vote. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We look forward to it.
And we'll have that permit pickup tomorrow. Okay. Maybe. We'll check. Perfect. Thank you, David.
All right. Moving on to our consent agenda, which contains, give me a moment to work through this, the February 3rd, 2026 meeting minutes. A resolution to authorize an expenditure of up to $15,000 for debris removal at 1083 Dayton Boulevard. A resolution to authorize additional funding for Carter Paratransit. A resolution to ratify an emergency expense for transfer switch for Fire Station 1. A resolution to reinstate, create a policy for an employee to request reinstatement of sick leave if it was previously transferred to the Tennessee Consolidated Retirement System. A resolution to utilize the GSA cooperative purchasing organization. A resolution authorizing the submission of an application to AARP for up to $15,000, and a resolution authorizing the city to enter into a memorandum of understanding with the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga for an academic class project. Are there any items that the board wants to remove to the regular agenda for further discussion? If so, which item?
I'd like to remove resolution 26-1874 and resolution 26-1875, so we can hear from Mr. Brady on those items.
Excellent.
We also remove item E.
Yeah, we didn't get to that one
2618.
either. So 1872, 26-1872, 26-1874, and 26-1875. Items E, G, and H will be removed to the regular agenda. Do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda as amended?
Amen.
Motion from Vice Mayor Berry. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second from Commissioner Fairbanks Harvey. Any discussion? Any comments by the residents present? If there are no comments, we'll call the vote. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Moving on to new business. Item E, resolution number 26-1872, a resolution of the Board of Commissioners of the City of Red Bank, Tennessee, authorizing the city to request the reinstatement of sick leave previously transferred to the Tennessee Consolidated Retirement Systems, TCRS, upon the rehire of a former city employee. Director Perry.
Don't really have a presentation for it, as you know, when someone leaves, if they are vested in TCRS and sick leave, they still have it on their books, is sent to TCRS to be added to the end of their retirement to increase how much they can make, how much the pay will be when they retire. This is a process that they have done in the past. We just didn't have a policy in place. So we just retired a police officer who thought the grass was greener and realized it wasn't very quickly, came back and asked for it. So we're just trying to get the policy in place so that I can then send the request to TCRS to get his sick leave back so he can use it.
All right. Any questions? Okay. Do I have a motion to approve? I'll approve. I have a motion from Commissioner Fairbanks Harvey. Do I have a second? I'll second. Second from Commissioner Holmes. Any further discussion? Any comments by the residents present? If there are no comments, we'll go ahead and call the vote. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item G, resolution number 26-1874, resolution by the Board of Commissioners of the City of Red Bank, Tennessee, authorizing the submission of an application to the AARP Community Challenge Flagship Grant Program for up to $15,000 and no match required. Mr. Grady.
Thank you, Mayor Dalton. I know that was a mouthful. The resolution that I'm presenting to you this evening requests authorization to submit an application to the AARP Community Challenge Flagship Grant Program for up to $15,000. If awarded, this is a no match grant, and it is also not a reimbursable grant, which means that we get the money up front. So we do not have to float that. We don't have to pay for it and then request reimbursements. Our proposed project is called the Active Aging on the Trail, Age-Friendly Access to Godsey Ridge. As you all know, the Godsey Ridge Trail is being constructed right now. We're making great headwinds and have already completed the expert trail. With that, we want to focus on improving the accessibility, comfort, and overall experience for our active older adults and others who would benefit by us installing benches and rest areas at a set amount of distance along the easier trail segments, as well as creating a trailhead mobility and stretching zone with instructional signage that encourages joint mobility, balance, and fall prevention. These improvements help advance our goals for inclusive recreation while strengthening the age-friendly nature of the trail system. We will also plan to activate a active older adults hiking club once this trail is complete. So these added amenities, if awarded this grant, would be able to help, again, encourage more use from our active older adults or other neighbors who could benefit from these.
Wonderful.
Questions from the commission?
I think it said, it was a very thorough application packet. I think it said you would expect to hear by mid-May, is that correct?
Correct. So
Okay.
we would be hearing fairly quickly for a grant application, to be honest. And this would be for work in FY27.
Okay.
And the work would need to be completed by December, which would be very easy to execute, especially with the trail itself being planned to have a ribbon cutting in early April. We do not have the date finalized yet on that, as we're working with Ptarmigan Trails, but it's still set for early April.
Do I have a motion to approve?
I'll approve.
Motion from Commissioner Fairbanks Harvey. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second from Commissioner Holmes. Any further discussion, questions, comments? You're excited. I hope we get this.
Yeah, it would be a wonderful thing to get. And if not, we can still plan and put that into future punch lists for adding on to that system to make it more friendly and attractive to all of our neighbors.
And we can reapply for this even next year if we don't make it in this round.
Correct.
Excellent.
And this goes on the easy trail.
Correct.
Starting, at least.
Yeah, so our thought is to encourage more participation from our active older adults. Is they know that there is a resting point every so often, and we'll work with some of our other partners that focus in that area to find out what best practice would be for distance on that. But yes, that's correct.
Did it, does this grant, you just found it, or it comes along where you have a system for looking for and finding grants?
We are constantly looking for grants. I know the commission also actively sees them and often will either email them over to Public Works or to the community development departments, which we then share internally. We also have emails from different organizations that send out all the grants, whether they are federal, state, or private philanthropy, such as the AARP grant.
All right. Any comments from the residents present? Okay, if there's no comments, we'll call the vote. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Mr. Brady. And item H, resolution number 26-1875, a resolution by the Board of Commissioners of the City of Red Bank, Tennessee, authorizing the city to enter into a memorandum of understanding with the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga for an academic class project at White Oak Park. Mr. Brady.
Wonderful. I'm very excited to be bringing this resolution to commission this evening. An adjunct professor from UTC, who also happens to work at Lula Lake Land Trust and is also a resident of Red Bank, is teaching a new class for UTC. It's called Trail Building and Management course. And they have worked with me to create an MOU for them to come do a class project at White Oak Park. UTC's Trails Building and Management course under faculty supervision will work with the city during the spring of 2026 semester to assist with conceptual trail planning, on-site trail flagging, and GPS-based mapping of potential alignments and trail setting at no cost to the city. This partnership not only supports our ongoing trail system planning efforts, but also reflects our commitment to fostering educational opportunities and collaborating with local institutions. We are pleased to support classes like this, which provide hands-on learning for students while delivering meaningful planning resources for the community. Essentially, we are allowing them to come onto our property in the wooded hillside between White Oak Park and Pine Breeze. They will look at potential trail alignments. They will get to go out there, actually do the flagging and do the GPSing of putting those together. And at the very end of this, the students will get real life experience, and the city of Red Bank will retain the intellectual property that they create. So essentially they're going out and they're showing us these are some potential trails. We are not obligated to do anything with that, but we keep it in our portfolio. So as funding arises, we have the ability to add on to our trail system at White Oak Park. Any questions from the commission?
No, but having experience with one of the instructors, this is very exciting for everybody.
Yeah.
Because the students in particular get the hands-on experience. And one of the instructors of this class has helped various forest schools and places that we can get out from all ages to play.
Yeah, I think that's beautifully said. We also recently partnered with another UTC class just for them to come see the trail work that was going on over at Godsey Ridge. And a lot of the students either didn't realize different resources that we had in Red Bank, that we had our own Parks and Rec division, or thought that we were part of Chattanooga. So it's also learning and education beyond just trails.
Civic education.
Exactly.
Love that. All right, wonderful. Do I have a motion to approve?
I'll approve.
Motion from Professor Commissioner Fairbanks Harvey. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second from Vice Mayor Barry. Any further discussion?
You answered my question, which was that this design that hopefully will result after this class could tee us up for future grant opportunities, which is exactly how we ended up getting the Godsey Ridge grant, if I recall correctly. So this is a fantastic opportunity. Normally, the city has to put in the seed money for the grant readiness aspect. So thank you to UTC.
Great partnership.
And Vice Mayor, I love you using that word grant ready from my last presentation. The more items that we can have grant ready, make it so that we have more possibilities when grants come across our table, because they are very often niche and specific to certain things. So the more plans that we have that are grant ready, the more that we are able to execute at not having to use our general fund.
Most
Well
said. All right. Are there any comments by the residents present? There are no comments. We'll call the vote. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. And our final item of business, citizen comments from Red Bank citizens on items not on the agenda. Mr. Branham.
Thank you, Mayor. This is the time for citizen comments. Please observe these rules. Comments are limited to 3 minutes or less, and the city recorder will operate a timer. If time expires, please respect her direction and conclude any comments. Comments should be addressed to the board as a whole and not to a particular commissioner or to city staff or to the audience. The commission is here to listen, not to respond or engage back and forth, so please do not expect a reply during citizen comment. Citizens are now invited to the podium. Please begin by stating your name and address.
We have no comments. Do I have a motion to adjourn? All of you. You're all waiting on me. I'll have a motion from Commissioner Holmes. Do I have a second? Second from Vice Mayor Holly Berry. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Meeting adjourned.
Great. I'll see you tomorrow.